Welcome to my next vlog. We are back here in our growing family kitchen and we have our casserole dish oiled and ready to go. I have already pre-cooked this cabbage that you see I'm putting in here. I boiled all of the leaves of cabbage in this pot for 5 minutes, and that's all you need. So on top of this, I have also prepared the meat prior to doing any of this. You can find the meat recipe on my website along with the different seasonings I use for taco meat. Anyway, here's me finding out that I did not cook 4. I only cooked 3 leaves and then realizing, oh crap, I need another one. So anyway, but in the meat, as I cooked it, I included the taco seasoning mix that you can find on my website. I included a little bit more of the cumin, about 2 more dashes of the cumin. I also included some tomatoes, some red pepper, some onion. Again, you can find all of this on my website at growingfamilyrecipes.com, but in lieu of trying to make this a shorter video, obviously I am speeding this up and I did some of the cooking prior. So here I am layering all of my squash. Of course, I'm fast forwarding through this because it's a lengthier process. I found I wanted to kind of overlap the squash to make a nice even layer underneath the meat. And this goes right on top of the steamed/boiled cabbage. And of course I didn't use all my squash, but since there's only a couple pieces left, I'm not above eating raw squash. So here is our beautiful meat mixture. Nice, tasty, colorful. There's the onions, peppers, and tomatoes. I did use red pepper, so it's a little bit difficult to differentiate the pepper from the tomato. And if you do have picky eaters, this might be a good idea to grab red pepper to include a different type of veggie in your kid's diet. Or in this case, maybe your husband's diet if he also is a picky eater. So then after you have this layer nice and evenly pressed out, we move on to our cheese. So I got a nice big bulk bag of cheese from Walmart of a taco mix cheese. I don't know exactly what that all includes, if it's like a cheddar jack. You can always use cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, a mix of both. You can use different Mexican cheeses. Whatever cheese really floats your boat, go ahead and put it on there in a nice even layer over the top of your meat mixture. So this looks about good. Okay. And then after this, I'm just going back and grabbing my steamed cabbage again. And this one's the one that already kind of was a little cool, so I can use my fingers. I would highly suggest that obviously if your cabbage is still hot or has been sitting in the hot water, obviously don't use your fingers. Use a tongs like I am just about to show you here. This one was the one I had to boil because I had forgotten to make 4 and I only made 3. And you can easily see all that steam just coming right off of that. I know I'm touching it. I'm touching it very quickly just to get it in the right spot. Then you can put your salt and pepper to taste. Obviously, I accidentally just dropped all my pepper in that top right corner, and that's absolutely great. So here's me trying to brush it out and away. Everybody makes mistakes, but after it all cooked up, it still tasted good and everything worked out. So then here's my salt. As you can see, I still dropped a little bit too much salt in one area, but I did my salt much better this time. So you'll have your oven preheated to 400 degrees, and then we're going to take this casserole dish and put it in for 20 minutes. And here's how it looks when it comes out. It's nice, cooked all the way through. The cabbage leaves on top, as you can see, have browned a little bit, and just cover it just right, and those brown crispy pieces will be just a nice additive to it. And let's cut into this thing. So this cuts into probably about a good 8 servings. I know 1 serving was actually pretty filling for me. And then I just cut around the edges to make sure it's not stuck. And bear with me, I'm grabbing a spoon and trying to dig this first piece out. First piece is never really pretty, especially from a casserole dish or a casserole in general. So that's kind of how it looks up close. I'm putting it on this plate here. If you're wondering what's in the top left-hand corner, that's just a bunch of lettuce from the tacos I made also tonight. Or I guess when you're watching it, this would be Wednesday night before my blog comes out on Thursday. And then this piece came out a lot better. And you can see all the different layers in there. And I'll grab this little piece of squash here too and put it on here. So again, you have zucchini and yellow squash and all of the tomatoes and everything, and it comes together to be a beautiful dish. So as always, thank you for watching. You can always follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Hope to see you there.